In this video, we are going to talk about the effect of Mercury into the sign of Virgo through the Nakshatra of Uttara, Phalguni, Hasta and Chitra and Padas and more. So keep watching. Namaste and welcome to Vedic Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic Astrology. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. You'll be getting Vedic astrological videos just like this one. Today we are going to talk about Mercury through the sign of Virgo. Okay, and here this video will be in three parts. In the first part we will talk about the Mercury as a planet. In second part we will talk about the sign Virgo, and in the third part we will talk about the Mercury through the Nakshatra, and in the last part we will talk about the Mercury through the sign of Virgo. And if you want to jump directly to any of these part, you will just check out the timestamps into the description section. Let's start. The first is the planet Mercury. Mercury is the planet which is all about intelligence. Okay, you can see Jupiter is more of a wisdom, but Mercury is the intelligence. Mercury is the third house, which is the first sign of human intelligence. Okay, it is about communication, it is about analyzing the information, it is about the balance, right? It is about, first house is ruled by Aries, Mars. Second house is ruled by Venus, masculinity, femininity, and the third is neutral, which is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of neutrality. It is the planet of balance. It is the planet which is all about the words, communication, analyzing information, organization, and all sorts of things related to words and communication. It is also the planet of communication. Mercury is also the planet of networking, socializing, and Mercury is also the planet of fun activities, recreational activities. Mercury is a youthful energy, and more than that, Mercury is also about the business. Mercury has that shrewd and business side to it. It is youthful, energetic, networking side, but at the same time it is shrewd and business minded. Mercury is good at connecting with people and getting their things done. They are great at cooperating and bringing and building the team. Okay, next, what is the sign of Virgo? Virgo is the sign ruled by Venus. No. Virgo is the sign ruled by Mercury itself. So it has, the sign of Virgo has all the Mercurian qualities to it. Okay, it is organizing and analyzing the information, and it is about the processing of the information, speech, words, all those we discussed in the Mercury, all is applicable, and all significations are applicable to the sign of Virgo. Virgo is earth element sign. Earth element signs are grounded, as the name suggests. These are practical and security oriented signs. These signs are more about looking into the practical side of the life rather than talking about the higher things like Jupiter. These people are more about the practical things, like how I can grow my business, how I can make more money, how I can get friends, how I can connect with people and have fun, right? All sorts of things can be seen with the Mercury. The sign of Virgo is a dual sign along with Gemini, Sagittarius and Pisces. When we say dual sign, what kind of duality it is? It is the duality between the Chara sign and the fixed sign. So the dual signs are always between a fixed sign and a Chara sign. So these duality, the dual signs have certain amount of fixed nature in it, and they have certain flexibilities in them to move to the Chara sign. You will always see that the flexible dual signs are followed by the Chara signs. What are the dual signs? 3, 6, 9, 12. And what are the, did I say Chara? No. What are the dual signs? 3, 6, 9, 12. And what are the Chara signs? 1, 4, 7, 10. Just after the sign of Pisces, there is Aries. Just after the sign of Gemini, there is Cancer. Just after the sign of Virgo, there is Libra. Okay. So this duality is of the fixed nature and the Chara nature. So these dual signs are important as a transition between the fixed to the next Chara sign. So the sign of Virgo is a transition between the Leo to the Libra. Next thing about the Virgo sign is it is about the stomach area. Abdominal area can be seen with Virgo sign. We have discussed this in the Kalpurush Kundali, that Aries is the head and face and throat is Taurus, then hands and chest are Gemini. Cancer is more about the heart space, and Leo is also the heart space, but a diaphragm and just below the chest part is the Leo. And the Virgo, not Venus, the Virgo is about the stomach area. Next, the sign of Virgo also has the significations of the practicality and the hard work. These people are extremely well prepared for any project because they go into the details of that project like no one else. They will have every minute detail of the project, and so they are well prepared for all sorts of possibilities. We'll talk about this later in this video. Next, let's talk about the nakshatra. The sign of Virgo has 3 nakshatras: the Uttara Phalguni nakshatra, and then the Hasta nakshatra and the Chitra nakshatra. First, Uttara Phalguni nakshatra. We have discussed this Uttara Phalguni nakshatra in Leo as well. It has 1 pada into the sign of Leo, and the rest of the 3 padas of the Uttara Phalguni nakshatra are into the sign of Virgo. The first pada into the sign of Virgo, that is the second pada of the Uttara Phalguni nakshatra, goes into the sign of Capricorn. Here Saturn, here Mercury is in its friend's Saturn's Rashi, and so it is practical, hardworking, and that analytical skills goes to the next level because Saturn is also an intelligent and analytical planet. Next is the third pada of the Uttara Phalguni nakshatra is into the sign of Aquarius. Now Mercury loves to be into this sign because Aquarius is the sign of intelligence and genius, air element sign of intelligence, and now you have the planet of intelligence into the pada of the Aquarius. So this is great for intelligence because now Mercury is in its own sign of Virgo in the Aquarius pada, which is all about intelligence. So Mercury loves here. Next is the 4th pada of the Uttara Phalguni nakshatra goes into the sign of Pisces. Now here it can be challenging for the Mercury because now it is into the debilitation sign of Pisces. So now it's exalted into the sign of Virgo, but it is debilitated into the sign of, is debilitated in D9. Okay, so you always have to analyze these placement for the Neecha Bhanga. Okay, next is Hasta nakshatra. Hasta nakshatra is ruled by moon. Hasta nakshatra is ruled by moon. Now Hasta nakshatra has 4 padas. The first pada of the Hasta nakshatra goes into Aries Navamsha, which is ruled by Mars, and when Mercury goes into the Aries Navamsha, it gives sharp and penetrating intelligence to this person. Next is the Taurus Navamsha. Here Taurus Navamsha is one of the great Navamsha for Mercury because now here it is also a Pushkar Navamsha. Mercury is exalted at the exact degrees, around 15 degrees in Virgo, which is the Taurus pada. Okay, so again, if you look at the Taurus, Taurus is about the throat, Mercury is about the communication. So the planet of communication comes into the pada ruled by the sign which is all about speech and vocal abilities. So Mercury loves to be in this pada. The third pada of the Hasta Nakshatra goes into the sign of Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. Now Mercury in its own sign of Virgo, in its own pada. So now you have Mercury in Virgo in D1, and in D9 it goes into the sign of Gemini, which is again a great sign for communication and all the Mercurian manifestations. The fourth pada of the Hasta Nakshatra goes into the sign of Cancer, which is ruled by Moon, which is not a great friend of Mercury. Okay, but it is the planet which is about the emotions. So here Mercury gives mixed results and it feels uncomfortable into the sign of Cancer, because see, Mercury is all about intelligence, and Mercury and Moon is all about the emotions. You will often see intelligent people, those who are not emotional, might feel challenged by the emotional atmosphere. That is what is happening with this Mercury. Next is Chitra Nakshatra. Chitra Nakshatra has two padas into the sign of Virgo, the sign of the pada of Leo and the Virgo. The Leo Navamsha is a neutral Navamsha because no planet is going to get debilitated or exalted into this sign. So this Mercury can express himself better into the sign of expression, into the sign of self-expression. Okay. The second pada of Chitra Nakshatra goes into the Virgo Navamsha. Here it is a Virgottam pada for the Mercury. Here Mercury loves to be in this pada, because now all the qualities of Mercury in Virgo are now getting exalted, because this Mercury is getting Virgottama, and so it performs at its highest level, with its highest vibrations, it performs best. Next, what happens when you have Mercury into the sign of Virgo? The planet of intelligence comes into the sign of analytical skills. Virgo is the sign of analysis, and Mercury is the planet of intelligence. So these people are great at analyzing things, is great at analyzing the information. These are great at processing the information. Next, the planet of the communication goes into the sign of processing the information. Sixth sign of Virgo is all about the analyzing and processing the information, but it also has the communication aspect to their analysis due to the Mercurian impact. Now these people will not only analyze the information, but they will also convey this information or share this information, communicate this information with the people for their benefit, and of course will make business out of it as well for their benefit. The planet of intelligence is coming into the sign of hard work. Now this makes these people well prepared. These people, you will often see these people will have their notes ready. These people don't believe in intuitive talk. They will have everything sorted. They will have, if they are going for a presentation, they will have all the information ready, all the facts checked. They will have everything ready to present. This is Mercury in the sign of Virgo. Amazing placement to have. Next, the planet of the intelligence goes into the sign of hard work. This makes these people humble. This makes these people down to earth, because sixth sign is the earth element sign. It makes them grounded as well. So these people are down to earth. This is not like Saturn, but these people have so much information and knowledge, and they are, you know, they are so good at analyzing this information, it makes them humble. This whole experience of this overwhelming information and processing makes these people humble. Next, the planet of intelligence goes into the sign of intelligence, so it makes them intelligence. Okay, next is, you will see Mercury is in its own sign. What do you do when you are at your home? You can do whatever you want, right? Nobody is going to judge you, nobody is going to stop you from doing anything. You are at your best when you are at your home. You're happy, you are most efficient, effective, and doing the best you can do. So yes, this was Mercury, as much as I could hold, grasp and share with you guys. If you want to know more about Vedic astrology, these two videos on your screen, just go and watch them. These videos will help you grow further, faster into Vedic astrology, sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.